This episode is brought to you by Monkey Nutrition.
Talk to me about charity work. I saw you in Africa, you were in Chad, you were taking some pictures and talking about their water supply, which is something that we take for granted in the West. Do you go out of your way to do charity work? Is this something you've been doing for a while? What happens?
I've done it. I've done a couple of, many different things throughout my career. I always wanted to be involved in charity and help the people who are not as fortunate as I am. I think that's very important to do. Even though some people see it as they don't understand it. They're like, why are you doing this? Why don't you spend time on the beach in the summer and have fun? It's just something that I get dragged into. It just pulls me in.
Okay.
To help other people. I don't know why. I don't know why I have that. I don't know. Maybe it's my parents. Maybe it's the people I'm around, my family, my wife, that we talk about it, and that's how we want to live. But yeah, I was in Africa last week, and it was a life-changing experience for sure. Things I've seen there and things I've experienced. The horrifying things I've seen. It changes you.
Why Chad? No one. I bet people couldn't even pull Chad out on the map. Mm-hmm. It's Saharan, right?
It's like in the middle of the Africa. It's right in the middle of the African continent. It's right. Sahara on the north and sub-Saharan area in the south of the country.
Okay.
It's fighting. It has a lot of. And it's fighting against water supply, or what I'm trying to say, they don't have water. So
right.
The big problem in the country is the water supply, because of the drought, because of the areas where maybe 30, 40 years ago there was a land that you could grow crops and grow vegetables. Now it's gone.
Okay.
And you see thousands and thousands of malnourished kids or babies who are dying because of not getting enough water, enough food. Besides the malaria, besides the other problems they have. And it's been an unbelievable experience to see that. And my mission was, I was there on a UNICEF mission, was to inform the world, to inform Slovenia and other countries about the situation there, because I even didn't have no idea about it. I knew that Chad is in Africa and they have some problems, but not to extend that what I've seen there. People just sitting around in the corners of the streets, just not being able to find water and food and basically dying. It's something that it's tough to experience, but it's necessary to do it and to tell the world, and hopefully things will change. They're moving in the right direction. I've seen changes on the spot, but it's coming slow and it's coming late, and people are dying because of it.
What do they need? Do most of these places just need some basic water pump technology?
Yes.
Do they need clean water? Is that the issue more than anything?
What UNICEF is doing is they're putting in water pipes, water pumps,
right.
That you pump water out of the ground, but as the water comes up, it's already going through filters.
Okay. So
it comes out pure drinking water.
Right.
I've seen those pumps. There are many there already, but there's so many still missing. The villages without it, they got to walk 3, 4, 5, 10 kilometers to get to the closer water source, which is in the ground, and the water they pull out is brown, is dirty,
right.
and they drink that because
right.
they don't have anything else. So the mission is to put there as many water pipes or water pumps as possible, but they dig up to 60, 65 meters deep to get
right.
water, and the locals there are just don't have the technology. They don't know how to do it. So I think the Western world has to help. That's all they need. That's all they want. They're going to get back on their feet if they get water. That's what I believe.
And it only comes down to a few 100 pounds or something, but it's about getting that technology so it goes deep enough so it gets natural filtration. Mm-hmm. Then they get clean water, mm-hmm. and then they can start doing normal things, right? Like planting crops.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. Like even the water source is 5 kilometers away.
That's most of their day, right?
Yeah, and they have kids doing that. The 9, 10-year-old kids, their job is basically get up in the morning, go to get water, and bring it back for the family. But maybe it sounds easy, walk 2-3 kilometers to get water, but think about it. You're walking in a 45 Celsius 45 Celsius heat on the sun one way, and going 3 kilometers, come back with 2 buckets full of water. Do that daily.
Right.
It's exhausting.
And it's water that probably makes you sick.
Exactly.
As well.
Right. It's 2014. We shouldn't be talking about this anymore. There's problems all over the world, and Chad is not the only one. But getting people having water, I think that's a thing we shouldn't be talking about anymore.
Right. And you're a celeb. You have celeb status. When you go do these things, people see, right?
Well, in Slovenia, the athletes are really well respected. I'm really happy that UNICEF turned to me and asked me to help. I was glad to help. I've been one of the faces of the campaign in Slovenia this summer and this fall, and I think we did a good job because a lot of people have told me, and I've seen people talking about it that they had no idea how bad it is over there. So I'm happy we did that. I'm happy we opened people's eyes, and that was our mission.
This week on London Real, we're taking you back to our 2012 interview with futurist Jacques Fresco.
We must eventually design a language that's not subject to interpretation. Whenever you talk to people, you think you're talking to people. It goes in their ear and comes out in relation to their background. They don't hear exactly what you say. There is no way you can think outside of your culture.
What if we elected you president this year and you started in the Oval Office January 20th, 2013?
I'd be shot in 3 days. Who makes the decisions in the Venus Project? The answer, nobody. They arrive at them. We abolish all separate nations because they're all corrupt.
Jacques Fresco has been designing cities of the future.
What do you think of England and London?
Foul, awful, no city planning. All cultures are corrupt.
And the banking system? What will we do with
Bank
that?
gone, no money anymore.
On Sunday, London Real presents Jacques Fresco, The Venus Project, Redux.
Most politicians know nothing. Please don't take my word for it. Ask them.